Hey Revolve girls, it's Harris here. I had an absolute blast on the Revolve tour this year, and it was so much fun being on the road, meeting you guys and making some new friends, and I had an absolute blast. And if you're at Revolve this year, you know the theme was Dream On. We talked about your dreams and spent some time, all the speakers on stage, talking about how to discover God's dream for your life. And I'm sure by now that you've gone home, you started living your life, sometimes in the process of chasing your dream, it's easy to kind of get bogged down and to lose focus, and maybe you're just sitting at home and you're discouraged, trying to figure out how to continue forward. If that's the case, I've got another illusion for you, and along with it, a message that might just inspire you a little bit to continue dreaming on. Check this out. On this card, I have some spots that I've drawn on both sides. Your job for now is to remember how many spots you see. There's one spot on this side. This side has 4. Remember, 3 spots on this side, 6 spots on this side, 1 spot right over here. Now I know some of you right now might be grinning and proud of yourselves for figuring out the secret to this simple optical illusion. Some of you might seem a little confused, and so let me show you one more time very quickly. 1, 4, 3, 6, 1. All right, now let me show you how this works, but pay attention. I want to make sure you understand clearly what's taking place here. Most you know actually have 2 spots, and we're not doing some sort of special effects camera trick. They're actually spots that are just drawn onto the card. But if I take my hand and cover up that second spot, if I look at people and say 1, here's how their minds play tricks on them. Your mind assumes there's only 1 spot. You've heard me say 1 spot. Your eyes see 1 spot. You assume there's only 1 spot on this side. But if I take my hand and put it on this side and look at you and say 3, everything changes. Basically, your mind projects that 3rd spot under my hand. You see it even though there are only 2. Same is true with the other side. Looks like 4, there are actually 5. Cover up the 5th spot and say 4, your mind sees 4. Put my hand on this side and say 6, your mind will actually see 6 spots even though there are only 5. That's how the trick works. That's how your mind plays tricks on you, and just how easy it is to be deceived. The problem is just when we think we know what's going on, it makes it a little bit easier for us to get tricked because we get a little too comfortable in thinking we understand everything. Right now, most people think they understand how this trick works, but just about the time that you think you know what's going on, some people will actually see 3 spots on this side of the card. Some people will actually see 6 spots on this side of the card. Wait, there are 3. There are 6. You know, sometimes the more you look at this thing, the more spots you're actually going to see. Now, this is obviously just an illusion. I'm an illusionist. That's what I do. But don't miss the truth that we can learn here. The truth that your senses can always be fooled. That means that what you see is not always what you get. Things are not always what they seem. Seeing is not believing. Now, even though there's tons of deception going on in the world, there is truth that exists that can radically change our lives. One of those truths is this. It's found in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, and it might have something to do with you losing out hope and maybe instead inspiring you to continue chasing your dream. Paul wrote these words in 2 Corinthians chapter 5. Walk by faith, not by sight. Now, I bet some of you finished that sentence for me because you've heard that verse before, right? Walk by faith, not by sight. But sometimes when you're chasing your dream, it's easy to start focusing on the things that you can see around you and to start making excuses. Well, I can't do this because, or this will never happen because. Remember that you serve and were created by a huge, amazing, great God who created you for a very specific purpose. Instead of being distracted by the things that you can see, instead of losing hope by focusing on a situation that might be temporary, continue to walk by faith instead. Chase that dream that He has placed in your heart with every single fiber of your soul. If you walk by faith, not by sight, and continue to chase His dream for your life, you will continue to discover freedom. And after all, that truth sets us free, right? God bless you guys. Thank you so much again for coming to Revolve. We'll see you down the road. Take care.